What's up? Hey, where the hell is Andrew? He was here just now. Okay. You purposely have to do this kind of shit. Okay,
now
fine.
You can see me.
Okay. You gotta do this at episode 99. All right, guys, welcome back to the Three Marketeers show. Tonight we have an old friend, our Christopher Puan, all the way from Japan, right? You're now actually in Japan.
Yes,
awesome.
From Japan.
Awesome.
Wow, we've got
So
international.
he was actually telling us like which part of Japan. Seriously, I have no clue. But anyway, he's gonna explain to us, and he was trying to explain to us how to actually start a business in Japan. I was like, kind of like totally don't get it. But anyway, that's the reason he's here tonight, right? And he's gonna share with us a lot of things about his whole process and the reason why he wants to go to Japan. Partly, I mean, aside from the babes there. What are the other reasons why he's there? So, all right, this is episode 99. As like Manfred just counted down, we are actually counting down to our final episode next week, which is 100. So, guys, and really, let's put our hands together. One more round for Christopher Puan from Singapore, but actually now currently in Japan. So, like Chiwa is already here. Konbawa, you guys can speak the same lingo.
Then
Chiwa already excited about Amoy Mo Chante. Hey, you are offending Malaysian Amoy, okay? How can you actually do that? Wait, cannot. But okay, I actually partly agree with you. Cultured society. That's very true. All right. Well, before we dive into that, right? Christopher is Manfred's, guest. So as usual, we let Manfred do his honor.
Last chance, Manfred. Last chance.
Well, I hope he does well. He actually do it well this round. But anyway, your introduction, please.
Here you go.
Just cut straight to the Japan part. All for the ramen, for the anime, for the amusement ride, for Universal Studio, for Disneyland.
I'm not here as a tourist, bro.
Hello.
I'm like, what the fuck?
In the episode 99, you have to screw it. Like the intro also cannot jalan one. Okay. Anyway,
I'm stating the reason why he's there. Correct now.
Okay.
I envy
but
him.
We were asking you to intro him, but he say the reason.
I'm telling him he's going to Japan during summertime to see all the fireworks. I was sharing just now. The fireworks can be. I really sit on the road now to watch fireworks for 1.5 hours. And it's not just one firework. There's a lot of fireworks all across Japan.
Wow.
And in Singapore, the National Day we just had.
Happy National Day.
Hey, Happy National Day from Japan.
Happy National Day. Wait. You're trying to compare. You're saying that
only got national food.
Okay. Okay, I won't dispute that. National food. Hey, come on.
Okay. No. Okay. Bob is here, by the way. Hi, konnichiwa.
Hey,
konnichiwa is like what? Konnichiwa is the same.
Konnichiwa is like hello.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
I only know some other different words that I probably shouldn't say it over here. But anyway,
don't say them here.
No. Okay, Christopher.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself. Share with us your background, why you're here, and why. Not say why you're here. Why you're in Japan?
No reason.
Why you're in Japan? Please.
Okay. So this is my second time on the show. 99.
Yes.
Sweet number. 99. Okay. So I came here from Singapore. I was actually a small time business. Well, sounds horrible. Basically, I teach digital marketing, and I'm also a digital marketing practitioner in Singapore. And also I kind of do they call it the cool kids call it a full stack. Full stack meaning I do back end and all the way to front end implementation plus content creation.
That's the name for it. It's called Pao Ka Liao.
That's a Hokkien way to say it.
Package name that you can launch in Japan. Okay, but can.
Yeah. So I decided to bring the training aspect to Japan. And why Japan? I mean, other than the so-called the pretty girls here. I mean, not so-called. The girls are here, pretty here. Yes, for sure. But that's not the reason I'm here. I mean,
part of it lah.
Always 正经事 first.
Okay, we don't tell your wife. No worries. Okay.
So it's because the market here is definitely bigger for sure. The population wise already 20 times right now that of Singapore, and plus this is my second time here. And one question people might ask you, why not I stay in Singapore? My life is very comfortable. Sure, my life is comfortable in Singapore, but a bit of background. Actually, this is my second time in Japan. The first time I was in Tokyo, and I was also kind of working in a digital marketing agency back then. But because of the COVID situation, I was forced to go back to Singapore. And I felt that, I didn't get to complete what I really wanted to do. Somehow just nice that time in 2019 December, I just joined a kimono rental company as their like business development or marketing lah, kind of. And it was December 2019 lah. You all know what happened in 2020 plus. So the tourism industry like went down 99%, and so I cannot do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So this time round, you can think of it as my retry. The retry that I wanted to do back from 2019. So here I am, 1.5 years, after 1.5 years of planning. It was a long journey, seriously.
But
The journey here is
planning for
pretty
it,
long.
You were really planning for it.
There were a few iterations for sure. It wasn't right from the get-go. I wanted to do digital marketing training in Japan. No, it wasn't like that.
But it was very interesting. Yeah, I caught the keyword just now, kimono rental. So that's really pretty much a tourism-related business. Can I say that?
Yes. 99% of the customers in the shop were from China, Hong Kong, basically Chinese speaking. It doesn't. I shouldn't say China in general, but Chinese speaking tourists.
So in a way, I mean, sorry. I mean,
including
correct me if
Singapore.
okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, because at the moment, sorry, before we go dive into like your current business right now, I just want to quickly touch a little bit, because you did mention to us just now at the backstage that your business is sort of, tourism related, because you're actually getting ready for something else as well. I mean,
Yes.
Anyway, so because now, as I understand, China is still pretty much locked down.
Yes.
They can't go anywhere, and anyone can't really simply go in as well. So it's still hurting the economy, I would say. But you guys are seeing more people coming from other places.
Yeah. So currently we as you know, Japan is partially or semi-open, but not in the proper way. The only people who can come in, not in the no, not dodgy. As in, they are only open to tourists in a tour group. So I'm pretty sure most people of our generation, I mean, maybe some people enjoy tour groups, but I personally don't. So I am not interested in opening a business that I'm not interested, and that I personally wouldn't want to patronize. So I don't want to open a tour agency that bring people in a group. Oh, okay, here it is. Come and buy this expensive Japanese thing and give me commission. I don't want to run that kind of business. So what I wanted to do is do like a personalized tour, because one thing that I thought is lacking here is kind of personalized tours for Southeast Asian tourists. Not that there are none, there are, just that I felt that there is more opportunity to expand there. And some more, I kind of know my way around, sad to say, alcohol. I'm not a drunkard, but I kind of know my way around alcohol. So you see, if you are a tourist, you want to go and drink like nice Japanese sake, or here they call it Nihonshu, which is 日本酒. Okay, so Nihonshu. So the problem is you're not supposed to drink and drive, right? Not supposed to lah. Whether you do or not, I don't know lah. But you're not supposed to. So why not? I introduce you to all the nice sake breweries in Japan, and I will drive you there. You drink, I drive.
You don't drink lah.
Yeah,
of course I don't drink.
What's the package? Tell me. Okay.
I thought you were gonna say you drink and then you sleep there. You see?
Breweries, how to sleep there? Maybe they have special arrangement. We don't know. Because they mentioned customized, we don't want to go there. But hey, that's a very interesting idea.
Don't sabo me.
Immediately after that,
not any dodgy stuff.
But drinkers, like people like me, then definitely we are into this thing.
You enjoy your drinks, you're not drinkers. Drinkers
you don't get drunk.
And we don't get drunk for the sake of getting drunk. I think we want to enjoy the nice one over there. And you say you know your ways around. I mean, come on, man. I'm in for it, definitely.
Sounds fun.
It's very interesting. I think I like the idea, because youngsters nowadays, probably people who are younger than me, or probably even my age, I think.
You're not that old.
Seriously, I've never gone. I only gone into like group tour when I was really like donkey years back. When I was forced to, I couldn't choose. But I think it's nowadays people don't do that anymore, right? Not much.
Tour, right? Yeah.
Tour, as in like group tour.
Yeah, like you get forced like that. For example, in Singapore, the big company will be, I guess, WTS maybe.
Okay, companies.
In Japan, it will be JTB lah. But it's like you're forced into this package and they're just kind of pushing you around like sheep, basically, right?
Yeah,
but
that sounds bad.
The idea that I want is I will have an interview, kind of an interview with the potential customer. Yeah, I ask them, okay, what do you like to do? Okay, what are some categories of things that you prefer to do when you're traveling? Then I will just allocate like maybe rough plans for you, and then I will be in charge of driving you around. Number one, I'll be the interpreter because I can speak Japanese anyway. Then I will also be your photographer if you want me to, because that was also part of my job in the kimono rental company. I was both the BD and their photographer handling the English speaking clients. So it's like a one-stop shop, man.
You really have to give us your website or something. How do we contact you? By the way, I mean, if there's anyone interested to kind of like get your service.
What's the name they call it? What sort of service? I just the name just kind of like skipped my mind.
I mean, in Taiwan you would just call it 包车 but but it's more than that, actually. It's more than that.
I think it's more than that. It's more than that. You know, you need a voucher. You need a guy who knows his way around. You know, that's not easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a personalized tour. It's a very personalized tour.
Like before we go, let's take a look at the comment first. Like immediately I saw this, I need to bring this up.
Yes,
sorry, man. I got one lead already.
Sorry, man. So hey Kevin, you go and look for Christopher Puan on LinkedIn. I think this guy is still active on LinkedIn.
Still active. I'm the most active on LinkedIn.
And where? Facebook, Instagram. I don't know. Like if you have a Twitter Instagram handle, let me know.
Twitter, Instagram also have. Yeah, I have it.
Instagram also. So just look for Christopher Puan. You know, then his face, handsome face like that.
If you cannot reach out to him, you reach out to me. I can reach out to him.
Yeah.
Actually, either way, you don't reach out to me can already because
DVD.
I need that spend.
Okay. Bob, I'm sorry.
The guys at the top. Sorry about
Yeah.
I just saw this comment from Bob.
Wait, by the way, I saw that also. Wait, I wanted to do that.
Wait.
You want to go to DVD room?
No youngsters here, right? Okay lah, can lah. Bob, I treat this as part of my personalized tour. I will bring you there. What you do inside, none of my business already.
But DVD room, watch DVD. What you're supposed to do?
That sounds very like decent guy. Okay. That's like I also don't know how to do with DVD room. Okay lah.
Yeah, man. Now this way got people use DVD one. You go internet, man. www. Then whatever it is like.
Okay.
Wait. Just a thought. Puan, the reason why I think the movement away from so-called tours is those days information are scarce. That was before the internet. I mean, you want to visit the country, you got to go to the library and do a massive tons of research. So what do? You just pay money, get somebody who supposedly know the place and go to a tour. But I think nowadays, even a younger set of audience, all you need is information is on your phone.
Yes.
You basically, even for nowadays, for me, when I travel with my family, it's always free and easy. We have no idea what we want to do when we land there. My wife may have done some research on, some restaurants and all this, but we basically plan our itinerary as we go along because the information, as long as there's internet connection, we'll find our ways, and there's maps, right? So I think that's where the transition is from group tours. The older ones, yes, because they got no time to research or they don't know how to research. The younger ones, your service may sound interesting because you're providing a different form. I can't think of the name. No, man. A customized kind of what, and it's tailored. It's tailored to their needs. So if they like to, enjoy drinks, you will take them there. They like to enjoy, let's say, high risk kind of action-based kind of events and all those things. Mountain jumping, mountain climbing.
Actually, when you say high risk, I think of even like abandoned places exploration, but that one need to sign indemnity form because if the roof collapse, really there's a real danger.
Maybe just I just want to go to Suzuka and get a couple of laps down in the racetrack.
Probably what you're saying here is Andrew, are you trying to say like with this information like everywhere available and everybody can access it, are you trying to say that his service may not be appealing to those youngsters?
No, his service will be appealing because he provides the inside lane.
I get you what you mean.
Because let's say if I want to do mountain climbing, or if I want to, let's say, I'm into high-speed cars, I want to do that what you call it, 3D mount, driving kind of.
The initial D one, is it?
Initial D kind of stuff.
That one another indemnity form,
Yeah, assuming all these forms, but you will provide access to these sort of areas.
Right.
Right. So now the choices is open up. All I need is a specialized guy. It's not Pao Kaleo kind of guy, but a specialist person with the contacts, with the access, and with the right so-called methods for me to enjoy my holidays.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think there's a huge potential in there.
Yeah, and Kevin say private tour, else no tour. Wow. Okay.
SIC is what? Sorry.
I have no idea. What is SIC? SIC. Anyway, if something sucks, we probably don't know anyway. So let's go back up.
It sucks already, yeah.
Just kidding. No. I actually missed quite a number of questions. No. Let's start with the first one coming from Chiwai. He said legit question. Okay lah. Immediately he said legit question. I give you that lah.
Okay.
He said he need your feedback. Despite Japan being one of the most advanced countries in the world, but number one, why are they still quite conservative and traditional in terms of still being cash-based society? And uses the personal stamp for all authorization. And two, despite being so digitalized, why their website are still as if in their... Very good question. Yeah. Do your best. You know, if you say I don't have the answer, then you just kick him off. It doesn't matter.
I won't say that I don't have the answer. I have a rough idea, given that I've been here for a few years already. Just that I won't claim to be 100% correct. I'm not some crazy Japan expert. Okay, number one, they are conservative and traditional because they kena one times good one from the bubble. They call it the bubble jidai. So with the bubble era, which I think was when I was still a baby, 1990, 1980s, 1990s. There was a huge crash in the Japan stock market, right? So a lot of the older people here, and as you know, Japan is an aging society. A lot of the older people here, they have bad memories from that huge economic crash and the suffering of all the people. So they are very, very conservative and risk averse. So like, for example, credit cards, a lot of people don't like it. Digital things and new things, they are very scared that it's another bubble,
Right.
Like, for example, Bitcoin, but I shall not go there. Okay, but anyway, cash-based, they don't like credit cards, so it's very cash-based. The personal stamp thing, is, to be honest, is just a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. It's very ingrained in them. It's been it's probably a few hundred or a few thousand years history already. This hanko, it is called a hanko or inkan, right? And to be honest, just nice you raised this question. I was just annoyed by this today because somebody asked me for it, and I'm like, wow, 什么时代了还要 use hanko? But anyway,
but I think it's also a status symbol, isn't it? It's a form of,
it used to be. So if you use like those ivory, which anyway, I'm as a biologist trainer, I train biologists. I'm not supportive of ivory trade. So if you use an ivory hanko, you have some kind of status lah. But anyway, okay, that's question one. So question two, website, to be honest, is kind of similar to question one in a sense. Some of them, especially because they're so risk averse or resistant to change, you propose, even the youngsters, I thought the youngsters propose to the older managers, like, hey, we need to change our website. The UX is really bad. They'll be like, what is UX? What is UI? This website works well. Why do I need to change it? Why do I need to spend money to change it? So it's like the mentality of, if it works, don't need to change it,
Right.
Yeah, so that's why you see recently, recent news, IE was basically made obsolete, right? IE.
Correct.
Yeah.
Japan, a lot of businesses are using IE. So I would say if any hackers out there, you want to hack Japanese companies, I think there's a chance. All right.
Just to add on the chop thing, in Japan, you're supposed to have one for your bank account, one for your work. Then I just use the same one throughout. Then cannot shoot.
It depends on the city.
So the rationale is because the chop for your bank account, nobody's supposed to know. Because they can imitate. Say example, Jason Gunn is a JG, something like that. That style, and I know already. I do it. Then I go and pretend to be Jason Gunn and chop because I know the top style. So your bank account one should be a separate one that nobody knows.
It's a certified one. There's a certified Hanko, and there is a general use Hanko. So that adding to his point, the certified one is the one you have to register with the city office.
Wow.
It's
Powerful,
troublesome,
man.
trust me.
So
It's
that's
troublesome.
so I think that's
Like
where the
cultural
original that's where the original idea for two-factor authentication comes in, because what you have and what you own.
Here's your physical
This one cannot
two-factor.
two-factor authentication because
Yeah.
you carry the one, then whether they recognize your face or not, they let you chop and do whatever you want anyway.
I'm sure there's other verification, but the
I don't
chop
know.
is what
Hopefully
you
they
own.
are.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very strange thing, no? Two-factor authentication. Why not use your fingerprint?
That was
Fair enough.
before fingerprint readers are prevalent.
Actually,
No, but Japan
It
is
works
still
in
stuck
the past,
in the
it works
stone
now.
era.
Yeah. But imagine you look at the database of fingerprints and compare when Jason is waiting to cash out his money and how the hell is going to check?
She throws on. That one also very, very funny. But anyway,
Mhm.
thanks
Yeah,
for the
good
answer,
answer.
Christopher.
Yeah,
And
good point.
thanks,
Good
GY. That's a very interesting question.
Yes.
Kind of like let me learn something very interesting also. So I kind of like am thought of this now. And GY said Kyoto is in a bad shape now, brink of bankruptcy. Really?
Oh, is it?
Tourism needs to come back ASAP. I think tourism
Kyoto.
will come back. Like actually,
Everywhere,
it's coming back. Yeah.
Let's say I talk about Kyoto's equivalent in Tokyo which is Asakusa. The old kimono shop that I was working for is in
Right.
Asakusa. At the peak, there was about 200 plus kimono shops in that small city. Can you imagine a small city? It's not like maybe the size of like 1 hour GRC only, maybe Woodland or Pasir Ris or whatever. Just a small size. 200 shops.
Wow.
Now I think dropped 80-90%.
Wow.
It's really bad. A lot of shops just closed down already.
Wow,
2
it's
years,
really bad.
2 years with no customers, how to survive?
Sure.
Rental is not free.
So Japan is still pretty much also tourism centric, not
No,
manufacturing.
depends on area. So Japan is very very silo. So like you have tourism spots, you have manufacturing spots. So manufacturing spot comes to mind, Toyota. Like as in literally the city is called Toyota. So
Correct.
Toyota company literally kind of owns the city.
Yep.
Okay. So that is a manufacturing city.
Yep.
As long as they are making cars, they are safe.
So, by the way, where is Toyota actually?
It's near Nagoya, so it's center of Japan. If you're moving from Tokyo to Osaka, you will pass by Nagoya.
I see.
Right. Okay. Now I'm not sure how you know about Tokyo GY, but make sure you quickly count him, then you go over there. At least contribute a little bit, but remember to contact Christopher.
Please.
You should.
Okay. Yeah. And Richard is saying Suntory whiskey are off the roof on prices.
This has been happening ever since the Yamazaki 12. So okay, I happen to know a little bit. So
there you go.
Ever since Yamazaki 12, they won this whiskey judging competition. So people started collecting Suntory whiskeys, and so a lot of things happened at the same time. It won the competition. And Suntory back then, right, they didn't invest enough in their warehouses, so they didn't have enough stock of all the aged whiskies. Anything with a 年份, anything with a vintage, 12, 18, 20, 25, or any special casking, or the barrel. Cask means the barrel, the wooden barrel.
Right.
If they are a special cask, they didn't invest in the infrastructure. So supply became very limited. Demand shot up like crazy. That's why the prices went up. Okay, so recently things got better because it's already 10 years since then. Things got better. So the 12 year, the Yamazaki 12 year, right? Don't go and pay the rip-off prices. Pay the normal prices, please, because supply is slowly coming back up. It's slowly dropping, but 1825 still very rare. Yeah.
No man, I think Richard can afford it, so it's okay.
Oh, sure. Please treat me to some. It's very nice.
Oh, is it? Okay, all right.
The
Jason, you're muted.
Sorry,
you are muted.
Sorry. Just want to make sure that I do not interrupt. Thanks. That's a very interesting information. So, Richard, you know lah. Okay, now
he knows. I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. He probably have like a whole factory at the back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I can't help this. I probably have to flash this again. So just
we just talked about it.
Yeah, we're just gonna let it be. Then he said like Japanese Netflix and chill. Okay lah. Okay, do that. Okay, now Netflix. And then Richard was saying like because Chiwai said flip, then Richard flip the Suntory.
Oh,
Chiwai said too high
okay.
to flip. Then Richard said too high to flip. Their other artisan products are also out of the world. They have the world's most expensive coffee at about 1,000 per cup. Whoa.
Seriously.
Malaysia sell $10 per cup also one die. Malaysia sell $10 per cup.
I'm not a coffee expert, so I very hard to
1,000 per cup. What kind of coffee is that?
$1,000 US, you know.
Yeah, man. You drink already. You don't need to sleep for a month.
I know that there is a Starbucks, sorry, Starbucks roastery in Tokyo, and it's really well designed. So the ambience is really nice. So I would recommend going there for sure. But good luck going in. The queue is quite bad.
Wow. Okay. But obviously, Richard is definitely like a coffee connoisseur. So he knows his stuff.
And
like $1,000 with no joke, man. That one, man. Yeah. Okay. Now and. Okay, what was that? Now, Chiwai has more question on this. Like he said, how do you market and advertise your services? What kind of platforms do you use to achieve that? A good one.
Okay, this is a good one.
This is a good one.
So you see, so just nice. I happen to practice marketing also, right? So I can 顺便 use whatever I know to do my own business, right? So most likely, while in the lead up to the opening, right, because as of now, okay, the original rumor is supposed to be October. Japan will slowly open up to more free and easy tours. The original one. But sad to say, because the COVID cases shot up again, they are a bit gassy. So they kind of retracted that thing. We anticipate maybe December now. Maybe. Why October? Because F1 was supposed to be in October. So, well, maybe it still will happen.
Is F1 happening?
I would assume so. They cannot just cancel last minute, right? Just that in what capacity, I don't know. Like, is it like the Olympic style? Olympics, it was a very muted affair, right? Yeah. So hard to say, very hard to say. But anyway, while in the lead up to the opening, I plan to start all the organic reach first, which means I will start going around doing YouTube shorts. Nowadays, the short form video is all the rage, right? So YouTube short, Instagram reel, TikTok, all I will do. Okay, YouTube long form videos, I will still try to do like once every 2 weeks because it really takes time to do a proper one right now. I cannot just hantam and low quality. Then people will think, well, my tours are so low quality right now. If I want to do one, I better do it sui. So yeah, basically in the lead up, a lot of content. Okay, content first for organic reach, right? Then when news or rumors start circulating that Japan is really going to open up, then of course I will prepare my website beforehand. I will then maybe move into paid advertising then.
Question.
Yes,
so
please.
You are believing that people don't search for it so you are doing the display route instead of the search route People don't actively search for it.
I think when he said YouTube, there's a search route already.
Search route for YouTube.
Oh, you mean search as in organic, not search as in search
normally,
right?
Normally, you see, normally there's two ways. One is where the prospect look for the brand. That's search. The other way around is organic. The brand look for the prospect. This display. So you are more on the display route when you do the organic. You are neglecting a little bit more on people actively searching.
No. The organic, I'm doing it already.
As in more display driven, social driven.
Yeah. Search. Oh, okay. You mean my website, is it?
Website, SEO,
SEM
or SEM at a later stage.
I can do it. And do it as well.
I don't think people will look for kimono renting.
Why not?
They do. Seriously,
why not? This is a keyword centric business. Kimono renting is a keyword centric. Then
you are targeting tourists. So, example, if it's China, then maybe in Chinese.
It will be 和服租界 right now, in Chinese.
In a different ecosystem, no longer Google.
Sure, that will be like 小红书 or Weibo,
So you got two challenges though. One is within China, one is outside China. Outside China minus Japan. Japan also still use Google, but social media wise,
yes. Twitter. They use Twitter. Twitter and IG.
So they're renting. Then you got a lot to cover, no? Because
I have a lot to cover, yes.
And Andrew may not want to do kimono. He wanted to do the F1.
I definitely don't want to do kimono.
He can wear a kimono and do F1 at the same time. It's fine.
I think a lot of people wanted onsen. That's for sure. I will want onsen. or maybe
onsen not mixed one, the separator one, gender separator.
And maybe want to take the bullet train. Maybe I want to watch the sumo wrestling, so and so forth, or the traditional play, all this, so and so forth.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't even know. So not easy, this one.
Yeah. So that's why
it's never easy, man. That's the fun part.
That's why there is the element of customization, and I need to kind of so-called interview the potential customer, because it's more private, right? And even so people might think, how to scale since I'm doing everything myself, right? So most likely what I'll do is I will tap on, shall I say, like-minded people. It might be Singaporeans, might be foreigners, might be Japanese, whoever it is. So they will be also more, shall I say, people-centric, right? They are more willing to provide that extra level of service to help people get what they want on their travels. So I will try to find these kind of people, and it will be kind of like a revenue sharing thing. I may not be hiring people in the true sense of the word. It will be like on a contract or ad hoc basis. So I'm kind
based on interest and based on their preference. Makes sense. I'm sure there are people who are very good in certain areas of it.
Because I already have a few contacts who are keen on doing this. Just that we need the opportunity to come.
I see.
Right, awesome.
Nice.
Just to push a little bit on this, because you did mention that the social media is Twitter over there, like the main social media, and IG.
Yes.
Facebook is not so much. In fact, Facebook is also not so much in our part of the world. Also,
It's Line, right, in Japan?
The Line app, yes.
Yeah, it's Line is the main one.
And
so
YouTube,
rather than
right?
WhatsApp, I don't have the data on my fingertips, but definitely you have the big ones: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Facebook, surprisingly, yes. Just that the usage is not the same as Singapore. Facebook is like LinkedIn in Singapore. They use Facebook for work.
Professionals.
Yes. So they don't post boliao stuff on Facebook. They post like proper work-related stuff. Abroad in Japan, yes. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Thanks, Kelvin. So I know the major channels for sure.
Wow. Then they start talking about like Pablo from Tokyo Kimono Mom Okay. You win. I have never heard about this, but
all the big names in Japan.
Okay.
All these big names,
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, Paulo is a few mil. I think 3 to 4 million subscribers already.
What they talk about? Lifestyle?
Just talk Japan in general, like life in Japan in general.
Wow.
Oh wow.
I follow a few Instagram photographers. I love the shots.
Yeah. Japan photographers are good.
Fantastic, man.
Now there's a lot of language one. Teach you Japanese or other like mainland Chinese, Chinese.
Yeah, exactly. So Japanese learning is way easier now compared to 10 years ago, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, let's take a look at this. Right. More questions that market advertise. Okay, now then Kevin did actually share with us like sit in couch. Sit in couch means you sit there and travel.
Coach.
Sit in coach. Oh, I can imagine that.
Yes, I see.
Sit there
Okay.
and like, okay, I see already. Then I go. I see already. Then I go.
No fun, man.
No. And
No
AKA
fun.
group tour Okay. Got it. Cool.
Understood.
I mean, that's very interesting. And CY, thank you for your input. All right. And CY is getting very excited. I think Japan is a topic that you're really excited about. But anyway,
And
there's
the
another
gentleman
question.
called Bob.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Bob, where you go? Oh, watching TV.
Bob watching something already. Watching something
DVDs.
He's going to ask you for specific place to visit.
And CY asks, are there any specific target market? Like countries you aim when you do marketing? That's a good one. You aim a lot on Singaporeans or any other countries?
First, of course, is Singaporean because I mean hometown first lah. Let me start from my home country first. Okay, so that I know, I will assume I know Singaporeans better lah compared to like other Southeast Asian countries. Then I will slowly expand it.
I see.
Especially if I'm able to get any Malaysian or Indonesian contacts. In case language is a problem,
Language is a problem.
I'm not that good with Bahasa.
I see. Okay.
Of course, if they speak English, it's fine. It's fine.
The halal food also is a concern.
Yes. Yeah, I cannot be, especially for example, in Fukuoka where I am now, the west side of Japan.
Very difficult to find.
Here, you have the most haram food available, like ultra porky ramen. Ultra porky.
Yeah, correct.
It's like haram plus haram,
Oh my God.
So that I mean the food is good, by the way, but still halal food could be a potential problem. Could be.
Yeah.
But I believe there must be ways
They
because
are,
I do understand like a lot of China China a lot of Muslims as well.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have like
Yes. One of the largest population also.
yes, one of the largest population in China are actually Muslim.
Yeah.
So I think they should be ready for that. It's just that probably we never kind of like explored that. Then probably we don't know.
That's
Part
why
of
it makes
homework you
something
gotta
like
do,
Christmas.
Christopher.
I can research that.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
that's a very good one. I mean,
Very good
yeah,
one.
I think you have your plan ready because I would disagree with Manfred just now. He said like he believed your plan is pretty much on the discovery side, but I think when you do YouTube, right, it's very much on the search base already because people do search for all these things. And frankly speaking,
I think tours also has to be a lot of visuals and a lot of videos as
visuals
opposed to
and
text.
videos.
lah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
So
that's something that
that's-
you can actually.
Sounds like a right channel for you. lah.
I can do
That's right.
write-ups as well because I mean the content you can take it as a content pillar, and from
Right.
there I can just spread it out across
Right.
all different kinds of content, right? So I mean video is one for sure, images for sure, IG, right? Then sure, blog, why not? So that I can try to rank on SEO, right? Not?
Yeah.
So
It's more supportive, lah. But end of the day, is try describing Fuji in 10,000 words as opposed to one nice little picture of Fuji mountain.
No need lah.
There you
I'm
go.
not gonna write a poem about Mount Fuji.
Correct.
Oh, yo. So like poems some more. Okay. That sounds like a good plan. So basically, it's already started lah. The whole thing is already started lah.
Which
Seems
one?
like I mean, your business is already started. As in like
I
you
already-
Groundwork is done.
just-
Everything done.
I literally just came here last week. Like, can give me a bit of time or not?
Hey, last week, I thought it was earlier.
I haven't even found a house yet. Can you let me find my house first before I?
Can.
okay.
Because
So you
like
have
a lot of people
a
actually
month
getting ready,
November.
or like Kevin is definitely
Yeah,
ready, right?
Kevin is ready to place order already.
Kevin is
You
ready,
gotta
and-
get your
yeah.
Stripe account ready, man.
And TY just revealed that he also like DVD. So
See,
Yeah,
Bob
so
and
like,
TY on their own, they will contact you personally and
they probably come together for
tour.
DVD. It sounds wrong.
Special order, please PM me. Don't do on public channel.
It's
Don't
okay lah.
special.
They
You'll
all public,
contact you
not your problem. They public, not your problem. Their problem. Okay, and Bob is asking, okay, now will you do marketing in Singapore or
Japan
Japan
keywords?
keywords?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that's a good one.
Still in English, right? Not in
I mean
Japanese.
the language, English or Japanese. Is that your
Language
question,
is
Bob? I
Singapore.
think
If
Singapore
it's
is
Japanese,
English, right?
most likely is Japanese native already. What?
Yeah, because if I'm marketing in Japan, then yeah, for sure I will be using Japanese. But in Singapore, I mean, I'll be
English,
using Chinese or English for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, is that your
But if-
question? I mean, just
I'm
to
not sure if I
clarify.
catch the question correctly.
I just want to make sure that we catch it
answer
correctly.
it correctly.
Anyway, Bob, if we got it wrong, then let us know.
Yeah, please.
And
Yes.
and thanks. And we have another one from Kevin, and he's asking, what's your thought of virtual walking tour that's currently done by many tour companies during this difficult time?
Okay.
That's interesting.
So actually, that was one of my business ideas. Assuming that this annoying closure, the border closure, continues, and I still need some kind of income, I can do a so-called request virtual tour. Like you tell me where you want me to show you, I will do it. But of course, that one I need a certain. Already one order came in.
What was it? Where?
Yeah, GY.
Yeah.
So
He want
I will-
Roppongi, okay. He didn't ask you, I want DVD, then you headache.
That one is called 代购. I can't
No,
ship
he want
over.
you to go there and watch.
You can't ship over.
Oh, yo. They want
Can't ship over.
Cannot lah. It's illegal to ship this kind of thing in Singapore. Are you crazy?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what are you talking about? Just DVD, what?
Or DVD.
what's the DVD? Yeah.
Cartoon only.
Bob's referring to the anime series and all those things.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what we're talking about, ma. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
So anyway, back to the virtual tour. Yes, actually
Okay.
that was something that I wanted to do. To be honest, I'm just thinking about the implementation part because typically when you do live streaming, right? I mean,
Right.
live streaming not like our situation whereby we are all in a room, you have a solid internet connection. I'm talking about live streaming outdoors. So there is this thing called cellular bonding, which means you combine for those of you who don't know, like just in case, you are combining several SIM cards worth of data. You combine them into one powerful source of data so that you have an uninterrupted way to live stream outdoors. But cellular bonding is not easy to implement and not cheap sometimes. I don't think Japan is cheap for sure. So I'm just thinking about how feasible that thing is, you see. So I want to do it, just that feasibility is an issue. And I don't want to deliver a substandard product, in a sense like I do the live streaming, but like everything is blur, mosaic, like you're watching something, you know. Sorry, I keep going there.
Do you need to do it live?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I guess for that
looking at recorded,
you have to do live, but if you do recorded, it's like watching National Geographic.
It recorded, you kind of lose the feel, sort of. Live, at least I can still monitor the chat, and people tell me, hey, Chris, can you go there or show us that place? I can really respond immediately.
For information, last time Singapore Zoo during the lockdown, the 2 years, lose a lot of money. Then they're still supposed to be on their own, bringing income. So you know what they do? No? They have, kids' birthday. They do live streaming of the animal. That was really out of the box. Just for
live streaming of the animal.
Because, say example, my favorite animal is a panda. I want to see maybe my kids want to see the panda. Panda really eating the bamboo and live streaming thing. Of course, you have to pay for the service.
Of course.
Of course, the market is slightly smaller, but you see, they can really go around that.
Well, people do that.
I'll think of a way to adapt
this. Do that. Because you see, we understand their core offer. They have animals. Just that you cannot come and see the animals due to COVID. It's all online. So I bring the animal to you. See, they reverse the other way. Then we will
bring the animal,
birthday or some celebration.
What happened to Discovery Channel?
No, I think
it should still be there. No,
request certain things.
They merge together. No, the thing is different. I think the thing is different. I think I get what Manfred said. In fact, if they push this further, it could be another stream of revenue. Like, do you know that there are some live streaming on YouTube? They stream music non-stop.
Lo-fi.
The lo-fi. Lo-fi makes so much money from ads. In fact, what they can do is you just freaking put a damn camera looking at the bloody panda. You just live stream on YouTube.
When people want to watch.
Hey, good people watch it, I tell you.
You'll be surprised. People watch the most boreal stuff, seriously.
Hey, I tell you, if you go and do something funny, right, Manfred, I suggest you put a camera in front of you and then you sleep.
Hey, just nice, since you brought it up, there was a hotel in Japan that did this, Like the hotel, they had one dedicated room. It was nothing dodgy. It's just one dedicated room with a permanently live streaming camera. If you're willing to submit yourself to be live streamer, the room is available for less than $10. In Japan, and this is not some lock room. It's a proper room.
It works out actually, because I also observe, because I'm into kind of like getting into astrology and all that, right? There are astrological so-called like horoscopes, and not horoscope, the telescopes and all that. You can pay, and then they stream for you.
The one I think
to look at this, they stream
because those are very specialized.
But it's something it's a similar concept. No, I'm just saying that you don't need to pay to stream. I'm just saying you probably can just stream it online, and then money, like lo-fi. Yes, you got it right.
I think that's what Kelvin was saying. They said free virtual tours, but income is based on tips.
Yes, income is based on tips. So if you have a channel like big, then basically, people can actually give you super like on all these are tips. Super likes are tips and all these things. I haven't unlocked super like yet. What the hell? I hate it. Anyway, So these are all money generating possibilities. I think it's a very good idea. I mean, just go and sell it to your zoo, but now no need already. So Kevin went on and shared like live via Zoom, not recorded. Okay.
That has an element of limited edition, Like if you're live, not recorded,
And it's responsive. You know?
Not recorded.
Yeah, it's
so meaning that
responsive,
it's really for that person only, or really for that the guest the number of guests.
Right.
Makes sense.
Okay.
And then he went on and shared like tours operators would then do retargeting with the emails they collected. Oh, that's a good point.
Qualified the
Wow.
audience.
That's
Really
awesome,
qualified
man.
audience, and it will be very niche already. Then they are
Yeah,
more.
whenever we open that, do you want to come? Is it like sell this database to Christopher? Kautim, perfect.
There you go. That's a good idea.
Oh, nice match,
Kelvin, that's a great idea, Kelvin.
Correct.
Awesome.
Wait. Like Bob actually did chat about, went on and explained his question, like Google AdWords targeting Singapore location or and in Japan keywords.
Japan related keywords. I think
related keywords and targeting Singapore location. I think that's
I will be doing that for sure. I will be doing that for sure.
It's like kimono and DVD and those keywords lah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta bring up DVD. You don't search DVD lah. You just go there and they don't.
We also market.
I wouldn't recommend the DVD thing, to be honest.
Or you can do you request him to go and watch it on behalf, then you live stream to you watch. Now friend will be
stream to you.
Complicated, man.
Then like you guys will be 2-person watching, then also I feel jalan a bit. So anyway.
I don't want to be a participant in that scenario. please.
Hey, hard to say good money, what to do? Okay.
Talk to the Yakuza, man.
Hey, but by the way, share with us the process of starting a business in.
Yeah. Back to plan.
This is our first question, by the way.
Yeah.
We talked for 45 minutes, never mentioned a question.
I'm sorry. We got distracted.
Yeah, but it's good.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah.
Okay, so in order, the first thing you need to do is approach one of the startup centers. From my knowledge, there are at least 4 or 5. Okay, I just try to recall. Number 1 is Sapporo, so the capital of Hokkaido. Sapporo, you have Shibuya, which is Tokyo. Then you have Nagoya, just now I mentioned, the central, Osaka, and last one is Fukuoka. Fukuoka, which is where I am. I chose Fukuoka because it is the airport is very near the city center. It's only 10 minutes train ride. It's super convenient, serious, and it's not that expensive compared to Tokyo. So, like for example, I live my short-term apartment is only 5 minutes walk from the city center, kind of like our Dhoby Ghaut lah. Can you imagine living within Dhoby Ghaut area, 5 minutes walk from Dhoby Ghaut? I don't know how much is the rental.
Our audience is heavily a lot from Malaysia, so we may not know.
Then KLCC.
No, KLCC. Yeah.
So then after that, you have to apply first. So you write an email first. Then one of the representatives here, they will actually send you an email asking you about your business plan. They will do an interview with you, and then after that you have
Japanese
to the people here, the support center, they speak English, so no problem. And if there is a need, they will even provide a Chinese interpreter. Why? Because they are pretty desperate for investors in Japan, just to prop up the economy. Okay. Then after that, the problem comes when there's a ton of documents you need to prepare. Okay, the document preparation is no joke. I'm serious. And some of the things you need to do it in Japanese. Like they do not accept English. You have to do it in Japanese. So some degree of Japanese competency is preferred lah. You don't have to be fluent, but at least you must be able to somehow read. If you can read Chinese, it's already a big plus, to be honest. Since their script is in Hanzi. Correct. So if you can read Chinese, it's kind of a big plus. Then when you come here, just now, today, literally in the afternoon, I was just briefed about what I need to do. Even while you are here, whatever documents you have submitted, you have to keep updating them. And every 2 months, you have to have an interview with the person in charge. As in not Zoom. Theirs is, no Zoom here. Is you go to their office and they will have a paper for you to fill up on. We were just talking about the Hanko thing, right? We're talking about Hanko. So you need to have a paper. You fill in the paper, stamp it with a Hanko, and give it to them. So today that was what I experienced.
Wow.
And then, what can you expect after today?
What can I expect? I have to do my incorporation. Okay, so one thing that is good and so there's a lot of plus and minus. Minus is still very paper-based here. The plus is that because they are keen to attract foreign investors, they do offer various subsidies. I kind of like Singapore government, but I can assure you the Singapore subsidies are way more attractive. But still, better than nothing, for sure. Anything is good. Anything is better than nothing. So the subsidies, like for example, they will help you pay for half of your rental, office rental plus housing rental, up to $700 a month for 1 year. So let's say 700 times 12 is about 8,400. So up to $8,400 for rental in both your house and your office.
But rental is not cheap there, isn't it?
I chose Fukuoka. It's a bit cheaper.
It's a bit cheaper.
It's a bit cheaper. It's about 30 to 40% cheaper than Tokyo for an equivalent flat.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, then one problem is this one I must say definitely. I noticed it immediately. One problem is when you first come here, right? It's called a startup visa. And it's only 6 months.
Visa.
Yeah, startup visa. It's only 6 months.
Startup visa 6 months. Oh.
Right.
Yeah, and that is actually a crippling factor when you are trying to find housing. That's why I have so much trouble finding housing, because a lot of landlords when they see that you only have a 6 month visa, normal contracts are 2 years.
Yeah.
6 month visa, how you want to stay? Correct.
Yeah.
And even if they convert you to business manager visa, so that's the next step. First step is startup visa. Next step is business manager visa. That is only a 1 year rolling. They were saying it's almost a 99% chance success when you renew provided you give the proper document. Again, all the paper you have to submit it properly. If you do everything sui, 99% chance they will approve your renewal for sure. Okay? But the problem is it's annoying. You have to keep doing it every year.
Yeah,
a lot of things
renew
not
every year.
thought through correctly. They are trying to get people to come. They're getting people to come in. Yet they never go through the whole user experience.
I think they did their best. That's not something that can change overnight.
I believe there must be a reason for things why they are like this. Just that the reason may not make sense to me. To us.
It's like totally a different world than Tanel's world,
It's their country, yeah. It's their country.
Oh, Kelvin has an interesting question.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kevin say what? Is there... okay, now. That's a very good question.
You buy coffee now?
Here?
You buy coffee?
Okay, to be honest, most of the time, Japan is a law-by-law country, similar to Singapore, most of the time.
Right.
The
Most
only
of the time,
corruption, this is recorded, right? But okay, anyway, the only
it's recorded, it's going to be live, it's going to be there forever, and I'll pinpoint this minute to let people come in 15 to 30. Just kidding, go on.
Scully, people see this, I cannot get my renewal for my visa.
Okay, then don't let's go there.
But
you do it subtly.
The corruption might be there during political related events.
Oh, okay.
which is pretty much the same across every single country in this world. So that's fine.
Except for a certain country starting with S
Depends how you define corruption. But I think the human touch is very important in Japan.
Yes.
As opposed to that aspect of
above,
corruption. I think the human touch is
you don't call it corruption. I mean, you call it relationship building. Okay,
very important.
I don't necessarily have to give money. I don't necessarily have to give to treat them to drinks or whatever.
Yep.
But just being in front of them, you call it sincerity. Like, think of it as sincerity.
Yeah.
Some people, maybe the Gen Zs will call it bullshit but in Japan they value FaceTime. I'm not kidding. They do value FaceTime. Just spending a little bit of time to talk to them, to get to know them better, works wonders. Trust me.
This works in Asian society.
But I think it's more prevalent in Japan because in Japan that they are more particular about this. Showing up physically is more important.
The gift thing works very well for the older generation. The younger generation, surprisingly, it's not. I mean, nobody would reject something like a few $1,000. You give it to me, I'm very happy, lah. But
special watermelon.
Yeah, like let's say the square watermelon. Yeah, there's the square watermelon. So I mean, they do appreciate these kind of things, but the younger generation, they don't really. I feel that it's not really such a big thing. But the FaceTime thing is still not the Apple FaceTime. The face-to-face thing is still important. Still important, regardless. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Still a people country, lah. So I guess that's part of a reason why. Yeah. Because if you actually share these to Tanel from Estonia, right?
They're 100% digital.
They are like a totally different world, man. Seriously.
Man, I love
like
that.
A totally different world. But interesting in Japan, this is very interesting.
We have a guest from Estonia, 1.3 million.
I think I saw the
heavily digital. I think
they say everything digital.
Yeah.
So you see, I don't mind. I mean, how to say? I can go either way. Whichever suits the country, I will go that way. I know it's troublesome to have to go down to the freaking office to find them. It's not so bad in Fukuoka because it's a small city, and plus I live kind of near the city center, so I don't really mind. But in the end, if it benefits me in the long run, why not do it? And it doesn't kill me lah. It's not like I need to spend one day to travel there. Right?
It's just part of learning. I think it's fine. Part and parcel of life. I think it's interesting.
It's a country. It is what it is.
Yeah. Correct.
I understood.
And who knows? Maybe I see pretty girls on the way.
Right. So how far are you from completion of your paperwork and submission and all those things ready to get go?
It's never ending. What are you talking about?
You're saying every 2 months you need to go back and submit that? Is it 2 months? Did I get it wrong? 2 months? What the hell?
Yeah.
2 months more. So what? Technically, are your business incorporated already, or still in a process, or where are you now?
So I just came here Saturday.
So it's incorporating. I think everything is in progress right now.
The incorporation, at least
expected
in Singapore, it took me like one week, less than 1 week in Singapore to do my company. Here it will take minimum 2 months. Minimum
2 months.
All the paperwork bouncing here and there meeting it will take minimum 2 months. And then
you better hope that Japan opens the border in sometime in November, man. If it's October, then you'll miss that.
You see the thing about the travel thing, because I'm doing it in like a sole proprietorship capacity. I don't really need to officially have an official company in Japan. I can even have a company in Singapore, and then I have my base of operation in Japan. That is fine. Correct. Like in Singapore, so actually what I plan to do is I will incorporate my company in Singapore so that I have a UEN number. Then when people need to pay me, they can just pay now me or what right? Easy.
How about taxes? Corporate taxes?
Corporate taxes I'll pay in Singapore since it's incorporated.
I think the tax will be paid in Singapore. But wait,
but you earn money in Japan.
That is not my main. In Singapore, I have 2 companies in Japan, or 2 ideas in Japan. One is the digital marketing school, which is what I pitched to the Fukuoka city government, and they were fine with it. So I will still be operating that. But when I have the capacity or the bandwidth, then I will still do the tourism thing.
Okay. We forgot about the digital marketing school.
Don't forget. Hello, this is a digital marketing.
We got too excited about the DVD watching tour. Or don't know what yeah, those like weird stuff.
Watching Panda, I was like, what the hell, man?
Yeah. So okay. Now we get it. And Chiwai say 3MS no hold bar. Just wait. Correct. Then everything comes back. You would actually say that it's actually by the guest. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Watch the video. The evidence is there.
And Kevin said Japanese likes to send gifts, very expensive gifts. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's very true.
If you can send a bottle of whiskey, it's good.
Makes sense. Cool, man. Seriously, we're already coming to the 1 hour mark already, and it's a very nice chat to catch up with Christopher. And although you're only like a baby step to your 2-month journey to actually kind of get everything done and ready, but I would say you get it there, and we wish you all the best, and only the best in Japan. And whenever there is anything interesting to share, then probably from time to time we can come back, and see however we can actually collaborate and see.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because by the time you have done with the processes, you know what, you can open a third business already, a guided tour on how to set up a business in Japan.
Yeah.
Because it's not just people, you got to be there, you got to see the people. Yeah.
Immediately can start a training already. Like
I even have real estate lobang here.
See, that's very good. That's very good.
Right.
How to start a business in
a
Japan?
question. So do they have community? As in, I presume there are other foreigners also like you coming here. Do you met another you?
Huh?
As in another person maybe from Taiwan also wanted to come to Japan and
also wanted to come to Japan.
Other people. So do you form a small community then? Does it happen or you're just alone? There's no way you can reach out to other entrepreneurs, other foreigner
there are
entrepreneurs.
There are foreigners here, but I have to find them. I haven't found them yet, but I will find them.
So it's not they are not actively pushing you to form a community to help each other out.
Sad to say no but somebody has to do it why not me, right? Correct.
That would be very attractive.
That's interesting.
Very attractive.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
You can start a YouTube channel. You can start a live show also.
Live show.
It's already part and parcel. Hey, actually, live is the best way to start a channel because eventually, when you're committed, right? Like now, we're already 99.
Yeah, man.
Soon to be 100, man.
Next week is already 100. Maybe we're gonna then that's. I mean, without knowing that it's already like that, and we have built a community, and we have done something very interesting. I think that's something that I'm really proud of what we have achieved so far, and definitely very happy to meet all the good guests that we have met over here. So that wraps the show for this episode. Now, hang on. Before we let Christopher go, now let's take a look at the wow. No, you cannot go yet. Cannot.
Yeah, we want to continue.
Hey, by the way, once we finish, then
DVD
you stay back.
discussion.
Go back to the backstage.
Yeah, Bob is joining us.
Yeah, because Bob is joining us to ask for DVD stuff,
Yeah.
Anyway,
also.
So where's your thing?
My screen I share already.
Okay, there you go. What was that?
Archive.
Okay, today is archive.com. Okay, automatically save Instagram stories and post your brand is tagged in. This is actually more for Shopify thing where people actually mention your brand. So Archive app automatically detects when your brand get tagged on IG. So they actually do all the collections. So once identified, you can upload into Archive app and save the stories and not just feed posts. Then you can actually label, filter, list them. As
what's the use of it? Marketing tracking?
User-generated content.
Save content when people tag you as a brand.
That's provided people tag you.
Provided.
Then you can better launch. You can leverage on the UGC on your FB and IG.
Okay. Yeah, why don't I give it a try?
I think that's cool.
Yeah,
So this one try for free. As in, I haven't really tried yet. You can put a company. But when you don't have a Shopify account, you have to sign up.
It's Shopify.
Must be linked to Shopify.
I suspect so. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Thanks for sharing, Manfred. That's a good one. Yes, yet another good wow, from Manfred. All hands, and really, thank you so much for joining us again, Christopher. Really, a very interesting sharing. We talk about DVD, especially. And
that's the only thing people remember, man.
No. We actually kind of recap a bit, but those are good things, right? So all these are awesome learning from you about starting a business in Japan. And like I say once again, really all the best.
Just for the record, my business has nothing to do with DVDs. So okay.
So people are starting a digital marketing school and a private tour, but I think the private tour is
but more importantly is now you guys know now there's a friend in Japan.
Yeah.
By the time you're ready to visit Japan, he is well familiar.
Correct.
You can basically tap his resources for your tours.
Yeah.
Or if you're in business, he can take you around to actually make sure that your business incorporation is done right because he has gone through the process.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's a lot of pitfalls, trust me.
Yeah.
But
you're there. You are our explorer, you are our Marco Polo. You travel there and then you're conquering.
Correct.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah,
we wish you all the best.
Already signing up at Roppongi. So you go and plan the whole damn tour for GY. Make sure you involve a lot of DVD watching, and he's happy.
Yeah. He will make sure that you send a family to Japan Disneyland, and then he will have a special tour.
Do whatever he does.
I know what to do. I know what to do.
So you guys get in touch. Okay, very easy. Just go over to LinkedIn and look for Christopher Puan and connect with him.
It's
any
a
questions,
background.
any help you need, just catch him.
He's our guy in Japan.
All right. Now we have a guy in Japan. That's a nice one.
That's a damn good tagline. Your guy in Japan. Wow. Thanks. I better write it down, man.
Right now. Rings a bell. Immediately go and register website.com for that. Your guy in Japan.
Your guy in Japan.
Your guy in Japan.
Hey, shit, man. Any idea? Shit.
Powerful. Oh, get that, man. Hopefully the .com is still available. All right.
.co.jp sure got one.
That is .co.jp lah.
Yeah. .co.jp sure got one.
And all right. There you go. Thanks again, Christopher. And thank you everyone for watching. TY, Kelvin, Bob, and we have Richard. We have
all our friends.
Yeah, so all these are good friends. Thank you for watching. And once again, thanks, Christopher.
Episode 100.
Yeah, and see you next week for the episode 100. And that's it. Thank you. Good night. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.